I chose the Geisinger Bloomsburg transitional year for a couple of reasons. One was my advanced program was here, and I think it's the best preliminary that you can do in this area. So it was nice for my family and I to be able to come to one area and stay here. But two, and I think is a big one, is the flexibility that it offered to really tailor the experience to what I wanted to do. One example of, and this also alludes to how great Dr. Green is. I asked in my interview if there was a way that I could do more pediatric experience, such as something like pediatric emergency medicine, and that was I actually got to do that. I was it was a special exception for me, but I was able to go and do a pediatric emergency med. I did pediatric rheumatology for one of my electives, so I got to have kind of half and half adult and pediatric experience. Now, of course, if you're doing something else, you really kind of have unlimited flexibility as to what you want to do. So anyway, I felt like it was a really flexible rotation in that sense. And then the other thing is I felt like it had the appropriate amount of work and expectations for somebody who wanted to be a preliminary without requiring that you're going to be here for 80-hour weeks constantly. It was really nice to have weekends, but we still, I feel like I still got a great education in medicine. On our medicine rotations, we were almost one-on-one with the attendings most of the time in a small community-based hospital. So we really got to have a lot of hands-on management and ownership of our patients. I felt like that was really helpful. My relationship with the attendings I worked with was fantastic. In fact, I have multiple of their phone numbers, and I still talk to them. One of them we were going to go out and do something together with. Constantly, like great interactions. I know one of my co-residents actually went and played in one of the bands with one of the attendings, and like they went and did a gig together. So I feel like we had great interactions with our attendings. I honestly did not have a bad interaction with anybody. Nobody was rude or said anything off color or anything like that. I felt like everyone was super approachable, very friendly, especially on surgery rotation. I felt like nobody was being rude to me. Everyone was so kind. So like I said, I have people's phone numbers. I still stay in contact with them. I follow them on Facebook. Like I feel like I was able to build really good relationships with everyone that I worked with. In terms of, do we as residents feel like we were able to change the program or give advice and that it was responded to? I felt like Dr. Green was fantastic in responding to things. I felt like, she was constantly begging us for ways that we could improve, and we didn't have ideas because it was already really good. But for some things where we did have thoughts, I felt very comfortable going into her office and suggesting things. And it was clear, even if things were very difficult, like it was more of a system issue as opposed to a program issue, I felt like she really, truly tried to do everything she could to accommodate and try and make us more comfortable. There was an issue with the cafeteria closing early, and we weren't able to get food if we were on a night shift or something like that. And they made a special arrangement so that we were able to go and order food from the cafeteria even late at night. And the cafeteria people were wonderful and would even special deliver it for us sometimes. But I mean, that's just one small thing. I felt like honestly, it was we were listened to, and the things that we brought up were acted upon. My favorite part of the transitional year, honestly, is so hard to decide because I loved the people that I was working with. The people that live in Danville, Pennsylvania, it's a certain type of people. You don't come out here, unless you want to be out here. I love the people that I was working with. I loved living here. I have a little family. I had a daughter. She was about 2 most of the year, and we loved it out here. My wife loved it and because we wanted that small town feel. But I also really loved the flexibility. And that's kind of probably one of my favorite parts about this is I had the ability to customize it how I wanted it to be. I got to do more pediatric experience because that's something I was interested in. I got to do more dermatology experience because I was interested in that. I got to do clinical informatics and actually really work on projects that I'm still working on as a dermatology resident to improve like quality improvement within the department and helping to improve efficiency with Epic. So like I enjoyed it so much, but I'm still working on it. So and then the other thing with the flexibility was like I was able to take more time to go travel and explore the East Coast because of the way that things were structured on our pediatric rotation or on our emergency med rotation. So I was able to swap shifts with other people so that I had a few extra days off in certain times and was able to go explore more. And I still worked the same amount as everybody else, but got to take some time that wasn't, vacation time and still have a little bit longer weekends to do stuff. So, I mean, I think the flexibility was awesome. And honestly, overall, it was a great year. Like, I really, I don't think I have any complaints. Truly enjoyed it. And I think anybody that comes out here would enjoy it.